What's up guys, Justin here of YugaTech, and recently Vivo added another device to its Y series lineup, the Y20i. We took it for a quick spin and we have mixed feelings about it. Now let's see what else it has to offer and if it can justify its price. So there's no doubt that the Vivo Y20i is quite a head-turner. Although it has a polycarbonate body, it looks and feels premium. It's got a glossy back, and it creates this ray-like design when you move the device in a different direction, which is a pretty nice touch. Our unit comes in Nebula Blue, but it's also available in Dawn White. Here at the back, we can also find its vertically stacked cameras plus the Vivo branding. Up front, we have the 6.51-inch Halo full view display and the notch that houses the front camera and call speaker. On the right side, we'll find the power button that also acts as a fingerprint scanner, and honestly, we like this placement as it is a convenient way to unlock your phone. The left side houses the dual SIM card and micro SD card slot that's expandable up to 256GB. Nothing can be found up top, while at the bottom, disappointingly, it still sports a micro USB port. There's also the 3.5mm audio port, speaker grill, and the primary microphone here. The Y20i comes with quite a heft, but it still feels comfortable to hold. As you may have noticed, it's a fingerprint magnet too, so better use the jelly case included in the package. Now for display, the Vivo Y20i sports a 6.51-inch IPS HD Plus Halo full view screen. So far, the display is good and would suffice for casual use, as you would expect from a smartphone at this caliber. Media consumption is still immersive thanks to its large display, and if you don't like to see that notch while you use a specific app, you have the option to hide it. You can also adjust the color temperature to your liking and change the font style. As far as sound quality goes, it's relatively decent. The sound comes off teeny when you put it at max volume, and it doesn't get too loud. You may also tend to block the speaker when playing games, so we highly recommend you hook up your favorite earphones or external speaker to have a better listening experience. Talk about software, running this phone is FunTouch OS 10.5 that's based on Android 10. Its interface is clean and straightforward. There's an app drawer option and you can navigate with buttons or gestures. It also features dynamic effects, which lets you choose animation entering the home screen, unlocking, or charging your phone. We think it's a really quirky feature to have. Other features you can look forward to are digital well-being and parental controls, face beauty for video calls, smart motion, smart split, and easy touch among others. It comes pre-installed with Gcash, Lazada, and proprietary apps from Vivo such as EasyShare, Game Center, and Vivo Cloud. When it comes to performance, powering the Y20i is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 460 chip paired with an Adreno 610 GPU and 4GB of RAM. It's good enough to handle basic tasks such as browsing the web and heavy social media use. Playing light games is all good. However, we experience stutters when playing graphically intensive titles such as PUBG and Mobile Legends. There's also a little delay when multitasking and switching from one app to another, so it's best to keep your phone optimized. If you're interested to see the benchmark scores, we'll flash it on screen right now. For biometrics and security, you can unlock the phone via the side-mounted fingerprint scanner and facial recognition. I must say both are reliable and worked hella fast. You also get the usual connectivity features including Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, GPS, and yes, it comes with FM radio. We also get a massive 5000 mAh battery with 18 watts fast charging support. The device managed to last us a day or two on moderate usage. Charging, on the other hand, took nearly 2 hours from 0 to 100%. We ran it through PC Mark's battery test and the device yielded 14 hours and 43 minutes. Meanwhile, in our standard video loop test, we got a score of 22 hours and 36 minutes. Okay, let's move on to the cameras. This phone gets a setup at the back consisting of a 13-megapixel wide and a 2-megapixel depth sensor. Meanwhile, for selfies, we have an 8-megapixel shooter. The camera app is loaded with features. There's panorama, portrait, live photo, slow-mo, time-lapse, Pro, and document mode. Images produced from the Y20i aren't too shabby. Quite honestly, they look good, but sometimes colors tend to look a little bit washed out. Highlights tend to look overblown in some scenarios, which kill off the shadows. Photos with HDR turned on also tend to lean on the softer side instead of being sharp. Nonetheless, you can still get good and sharp images from this phone. As for selfies, it's a mixed bag. They're decent, but we're usually not a fan of the beauty mode as it looks too overdone. And even when we don't use it, it still seems like there's still beauty mode going on, although not that strongly. Video-wise, you can shoot up to 1080p at 30 frames per second, and the quality is okay. It also doesn't feature any sort of stabilization if you're wondering. So finally, let's talk more about the price. To be fair, the Vivo Y20i is one decent device. It has an immersive display, a pretty good set of cameras, and a large battery. However, for 7,490 pesos, we think that it's a little overpriced for its specs. To think that it still sports a micro USB port. At this price point, you can cop the Realme 6i and the Redmi Note 9, which comes with better specs. The Y20i doesn't have much to offer, but it's got everything you need if you're looking for a daily driver that's capable of handling basic tasks and medium gaming. Not to mention, it has an attractive design. So if you're into that, and if you're a Vivo fan, or you want to try out a Vivo device, then the Y20i is worth considering. And that wraps up this review. How about you guys? What do you think of the new Vivo Y20i? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to our channel for more content, hit that bell icon so you don't miss any future uploads, and be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this is Justin, and don't forget to wash your hands and stay at home.